ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet again another edition of the S Stories right here on Sophiya Anjam's official YouTube channel, which of course has the tagline called Keep the Spirit Alive. And today it's a very special day. It is Women's Day today, and as always I should be beginning with the quote, and this time around it is dedicated especially to all the ladies. Now take a listen very carefully. And one day she discovered that she was fierce and strong and full of fire, and that not even she could hold herself back because her passion burnt brighter than her fears. So when it comes to your passion and your fear, guess which one wins? Your passion. Ladies and gentlemen, today I am very excited to be interviewing two fantastic individuals, fantastic women, and मुझे उनकी अच्छी चीज़ क्या लगती है कि वो सिर्फ entrepreneurs नहीं हैं, वो society को देती हैं, they give back to the society. They're humanitarians, they're Samaritans, and they are fantastic human beings. Presenting my first guest, ladies and gentlemen, Ayesha, Nasir. How are you? Assalamu alaikum. Good evening.
Good. Sorry for my throat.
Not
the virus that's going all over Lahore.
Yeah, I know, but you look good. You look great. I'm loving what you're wearing. Some funky shoes right there.
Yes, my husband's shopping.
There you go. That's fantastic. You have trained your husband very well. Good job, Ayesha. Starting off brownie points for you. So, well, Ayesha is an entrepreneur. She is also a social worker, and she runs this very interesting page for mommies, which is called Scaryammi. So, the idea is very interesting. What is Scaryammi all about?
So, basically, if you've heard the concept in the US and abroad of tiger moms.
Yes, of course.
So, I am like the quintessential tiger mom. It's not something I'm proud of. Okay. It's something I've become okay with.
Okay, so it's by default now.
Yeah, this is like, I have 4 kids, all of them under the ages of 8.
Okay.
And I think I was always a type A personality.
Okay.
I was always the kind, like you would know, who wanted to like push others, push herself, like
go
crazy.
Go-getter.
Yes, like complete go-getter. A lot of drama in my life, always. Like pushing others to do their best, trying my best to do my best.
Hold on, there's a crown for the drama queen. There you go. I placed it right on top of your head.
Here it is.
Here it
drama
is.
Queen.
Drama queen. Yeah.
Drama mom.
Absolutely. So now let's take a journey into the drama queen's life, when you were a kid, okay? So what was going on when you were a kid? Tell us about your stories while growing up. Were you a naughty one?
No, I was such a nerd, you could not believe.
Really?
Like, the girls who even like doing homework during the break.
What?
Sabse pehle khatam ho. And like, I was a complete teacher's pet, so my teachers adored me.
Okay.
I mean, the students liked me enough to make me their head girl again and again.
Where did you study at?
So I did my like early education in London,
okay,
of which I have very few memories, because I was like early.
Okay.
And then I remember convent very clearly.
Okay, of course.
Convent was fantastic.
Yeah.
Those nuns, those values.
Lahore wala convent or Mari wala convent?
Yeah. And when Rania was growing up, when Rania is 6, so when she was like ready for school, my husband was like, don't you want her to go to convent? Because everybody who's gone to convent, like remembers those nuns. Like I talk about them even today with such reverence. I remember, like, one nun said to me, and like, you remember these things like years later.
Yeah, sure.
So she looked me in the eyes and I was upset over something, I don't remember. And so, how the nuns would always be passing out wisdom, like pearls to everybody. So she looked in me in the eyes and she said, Ayesha, you're only going to make 2 important decisions in your life.
Okay.
So whatever's happening right now is not important.
Okay.
Just 2 important decisions.
Okay.
And I was like, what are those? And she said, the first is what you want to do, and the second is who you want to marry. And out of these 2, the more important one is, what do you want to do? Because who you want to marry, the guy can come and go.
Right.
But what you want to do is what's going to become your identity.
That's the true direction of your life.
Yes, and like, look at how progressive these nuns were.
Absolutely.
Like years ago, this is what they were telling us. And I mean, just their values, like I remember the prayers in the morning. And
the discipline,
humility,
Ayesha.
the charity, like everything was fantastic. So I feel a convent upbringing was like the best gift that a lot of women of Lahore had. It's not the same anymore from what I've heard. Like my daughter doesn't go. But like, were you a conventarian?
Actually, my mom was, because I've heard all the stories, and she used to, stress on the fact that, discipline ke upar itna stress karte the, and all of them were trained to be disciplinarians, and they were trained to be very polite. Thank you, excuse me, and all of these,
Yes, and I remember like, even, so I was like a complete tomboy. So they would even tell you, like, if I'd be talking to the man, they'd be like, stop. Stop. First, put your feet together. Stop.
Exactly.
Bring, push your back.
Right.
Stop. And like, you were actually, and like, I still have a tendency to talk loud. And I remember they'd be like, stop. Take a deep breath. And even now, when I'm talking, I can hear them.
The yellow signal. Yeah.
Take a deep breath.
Relax.
So
Absolutely.
that didn't really work because I still talk fast and I still talk loud.
As all of
but
you
like
can
so
probably hear
many.
her talking right now. So another very important question, Ayesha, is going to be about empowerment. Now, this is a word that is also being misused quite a lot. And feminism, empowerment are beautiful words. They have a lot of emotions behind them. And we, of course, do stand by women who support each other. That is for sure. But what do you think of the trend that is happening these days of people misusing this word?
So you know what I don't understand is like I believe I'm a feminist, but I'm also like a wife, I'm also a mom.
Of course.
And you also play other roles, and I really don't believe that being a feminist means to be a man hater.
Or bashing men.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And also I don't believe there's anything wrong with a woman who is a feminist, who runs her own business, but who also wants to cook. Like I don't like cooking, so I don't cook. But you know, I see like a lot of feminists, liberal women like looking down upon a woman if she also wants to cook, if she also wants to like make a roti for her husband. As long as she's doing it by choice, what's wrong in it? What's wrong in a woman also fulfilling her homely duties, also fulfilling her traditional duties? I feel it's a matter of great pride if a woman is able to do all that and to do it beautifully while running businesses. Why not?
Absolutely.
And while fulfilling all the jobs of picking and dropping children. And I'm like sick of this debate. We're not going to warm the food, we're not going to do this, we're not going to pick up the kids. The man should do equal. Well, the man has a completely different set of responsibilities. The woman has a different set, and the woman has so much more to contribute in areas that the man doesn't have to contribute.
Absolutely.
In. So what's with this tussle? Women can become great, women are great, and women can become even greater by just trying to be the best they can be. Why this battle with men? I've never like understood.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, I'm a wife and I'm married to a conservative Pathan, and we managed to make it work while, you know, while I've remained an entrepreneur throughout my marriage. I've remained a journalist. I've remained, like now I'm a blogger. So all that's worked. I'm a mom to 4 kids, and I'm happy fulfilling those traditional roles while remaining a feminist. I don't think they're contradictory at all.
Absolutely. And I also feel that, you know, you have your right to choose what you want to, and there is something called perspective as well. So last thoughts also, Ayesha, now for everybody who's watching you right now from across the globe and in Pakistan also, what would be your take-home message for people on Women's Day specifically?
Okay, well, I'd especially like to reach out to the moms, because I feel with 4 kids and with running Scaryammi, mompreneurs or mommies is like the main audience that I want to talk to. And what I want to say to you is, don't try and do everything together, and don't always try and be the super mom. Take a breath, step back, relax. Everything will fall into place. Time is not running out. You don't literally, you don't have to be an entrepreneur, be a super mom, be the tuition master, be the cook, be the sweepress, be the wife, and literally do all that in one go just to prove something to somebody. Don't. Take a deep breath. If you want to take time off and be a mom, great. If you want to take time off and do part-time work, great. You have nothing to prove to anybody. Be the person you want to be, and everything will fall into place.
Wonderful. Ayesha, you definitely deserve a huge round of applause for that. Ayesha, for sure. No, it was an absolute pleasure, and I can't wait to talk to Dr. Shehla right after this also. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Do not go anywhere. We shall be right back. Stay with us. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the S Stories. My name is Sophiya here, and with me I have somebody who I love and adore. She's been at it for so long, but the quote that I would want to begin this segment of the show is very short and very simple. When women support each other, incredible and beautiful things happen. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Dr. Shehla Akram. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
How are you?
Pleasure. As always, a pleasure to see you. The other day we were hosting an event and she was there. That one thing that I noticed, that not even for a second did she not smile. She has such a nice smiling face that I was completely blown away by her beautiful positive energy. Well, let me introduce her to all of you as well. She's the founder president for Women's Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and of course she's an entrepreneur as well, and a wonderful mom to beautiful children. कैसी हैं आप?
Thank you. 4 children.
Yes, of course, beautiful 4 children. तो मुझे बताइए that let's start from scratch. Now you as a kid, what were your fond memories while growing up as a kid?
You know, I remember when I was in school, I was always very fond of making people work for me.
Okay.
Like
you were bossing around people.
Yeah, bossing around. Teaching, first
Okay.
of all, teaching my brothers,
Okay.
the younger ones.
Right.
Then making my workers, my maids, do some embroidery for me.
Okay.
Or make stitch for something for me.
Okay.
And then one step forward, they had links with some stitching centers.
Okay.
I still remember one of my maids' sister had a stitching center,
Okay.
so I would go there very regularly and get something made out of like a bed sheet or a bed covers, and still a step forward.
Wow, you were always very enterprising.
Yes, and then I just pack them up and then we would sell them.
Wow, that's fantastic. अच्छा मगर मुझे एक बात का जवाब दें, ये बहुत important बात है कि secret क्या है कि आप इतनी माशाल्लाह, you look so smart and so happy and so positive. I want to know the recipe for this. You know, how do
people make me happy?
You know, like honestly, how do you manage to remain
the young generation? They instill energy in me.
I mean, honestly, I don't think she looks a day above like 38, to be very honest. So now, so coming back to Women's Day, which of course is taking place today, मुझे ये बताइए that being a woman, आपकी inspiration कौन थी या कौन थे या कोई instances थे या कोई लोग थे या कोई चीजें थी, experiences थे?
So मैंने आपको remember we talked about that. Well, inspiration, you know, it comes and goes. मेरे लिए था. I don't know about other women.
Right.
And it all depends आप किस phase में से गुजर रही हैं. Maybe, I mean, God forbid, if somebody is not well.
Right.
तो वो इंस्पायर होगा फ्रॉम अ सर्वाइवल ऑफ दैट.
एब्सोल्युटली.
कोई अगर किसी को लॉस हुआ है किसी अपने काम में, शी विल बी इंस्पायर्ड बाय अ लेडी हु वेंट थ्रू ऑल दैट एंड देन शी स्टार्टेड बिल्डिंग अप द एम्पायर अगेन.
बिकॉज़ एवरीवन हैज देयर ओन एक्सपीरियंस.
यस, हर एक को ना उस वक्त उस स्टेट में एक फिक्स्ड इंस्पिरेशन,
राइट,
जैसे मैंने बताया था कि could happen from persons like sports, cricketers या इस तरह के या politicians या, but I am neither of these.
Right.
So I'm an individual who is very keen on working and innovating things as an entrepreneur.
Right.
And creating facilities and platforms for other working ladies. तो वो inspiration जो है ना वो change होती रहती है. Sometimes one of my members could be an inspiration.
Right.
अगर किसी जगह पे मैं फंसी हुई हूँ तो I would like take an inspiration from her कि भाई अब she could do it, तो I can also manage.
Absolutely, that's lovely. So you feed off energy from others.
Yes, इसका है. That is like this is the way I take inspiration.
Fantastic. So one more question before we let you go, although we don't really want to let you go. We have so much to learn from you. So मुझे बताइए, in the past decade, पिछले 10 सालों में क्या आपने कोई change महसूस किया है पाकिस्तान में with respect to women knowing their rights and fighting for their rights?
You know what? That is very close to my heart, this question. Because when I started the struggle of a women chamber in way back 2002,
right,
that is the time I won the election in the hot chamber.
Right, right.
And I was the only lady till now who has ever won the election.
Fantastic.
So, no, but that was a learning time when I came into there, when I was in their board of executive board.
Right.
That is the time I started learning.
Right.
It was actually is a business platform. So there, that times, as I said, that I came on open elections, so that means there was no seat for women. And similarly, there was no seat for in federation or anywhere. I mean, you can see that any of these chambers had no seat for women.
Right.
But after I started this movement of women chamber, it took me 6 to 7 years to get it licensed from the National Assembly,
right,
approved and then licensed from the Ministry of Commerce.
Okay.
Then once we registered, that is the time these chambers, it was a wake-up call for them.
Right, right.
And all of these chambers, overnight, they nominated 2 seats in each chamber for women.
Okay.
That means that all of a sudden, we had 96 seats.
Wow.
In Pakistan,
wow,
for women.
Fantastic.
Nominated,
yeah,
when there was none.
Absolutely.
A day before.
Wow.
That was a big change.
That's lovely.
And that was all over Pakistan. And then we got a representation in federation.
Right.
Then we had a voting right in federation.
One thing led to the other.
But why are these seats important? Because not that the woman really, every woman, can't perform actually, even if she's nominated.
Right, right.
But it led to a wider awareness to women that this is a possibility.
Absolutely, and their presence is very important.
That this is a possibility.
Right.
And then when they realize that there is a seat that they can take,
right,
that's the time they converted their thinking into a documented economy.
Okay.
Because unless they're documented, they cannot take these seats.
Of course.
Even if they are nominated.
Okay.
So that is the time they changed.
Right.
They became more aware that they need a CNIC, and then they need an NTN, a national tax number, and then they need a bank account.
Right.
So this is like giving recognition to women.
Absolutely.
So, but that she did because she wanted to be in the flow.
Right.
Copying other women.
Absolutely.
But that led to a documentation of economy.
Lovely.
So now we have women who just walk into our chamber and they just get registered with all these documents.
Thanks to the hard work and dedication of
and
people like you.
And when in 2002,
yes,
the women were most reluctant to get even an NTN.
Yes.
You know, once there was a woman who was running a shop in Liberty.
Yeah.
She was running that shop for good 20 years.
Right.
And I just got hold of her, and I used to promote my chamber.
Right.
And I said, why don't you just become a member? And I just motivated her, and she was really motivated. She came to my chamber.
Okay.
What? I need an NTN? No. I have to ask my husband. I said, why your husband when you're running the shop?
NTN.
You are like spending your 10 hours every day in the shop.
Right.
No, but I can't do that. And then she called me. She gave me the money, the service charge for the NTN. But then she called me second day. She said, can you return that money? I can't actually. He's not allowing me to get the NTN.
Right. Wow.
And I go, what about your bank account? No, I can't even think of that. That was the level of these women.
Absolutely. And it's not even the 50s we're talking about, it's 2002. Yes. This is lovely, Dr. Shehla, because people like you and women like you really paved the way for others. That really matters. So thank you so much for joining us today. Such a pleasure. We wish you a very happy Women's Day. You are a woman of substance. We love you. We respect you.
A happy Women's Day to all the women of Pakistan.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Seekh kebab?
No, nehari. Complete desi at heart.
HSY or Rizwan?
HSY.
So I'm quite close.
I actually had a crush on him. Imagine.
So
then we became really good friends, but I had a crush on him.
I'm right.
I used to think he was really
So I get good numbers for that.
1 out of 2.
Well, what do you call them? Story films? Books? क्या होती हैं जो books पर आप?
Documentaries.
Documentaries.
Yes, that is true.
Documentaries.
But that was an easy one.
That's a difficult one.
Easy one.
Well, I think two. Me and the husband. It depends on the mood.
Yeah, that's true. Temperamental friends.
Well, in our family, well, again, maybe it's me, if I'm not wrong.
Are you talking about like family as in my family or like extended family? I think Ahil. I think he's my weakness.
Oh, I mean, I thought that, the whole family, yes.
I forgot. This is my weakness.
Well,
I melt.
The other family is no comparison to the kids. So I was talking about other than the kids.
No. No and one more. Okay. अब कर भी दो ना, कर भी दो. Cleanliness and order. So like if you're talking to her in the house, she'll be like getting up and dusting, even though she'll have maids, but like bechani. She can't like sit still. She'll be like, "Acha, main ye set kar do. Acha, tasveer bhi pakad lo." Like the idea of sitting and relaxing was amazing.
That's true. But I don't agree with her nose.
Okay, it's a toss between Saad, because my mom has like a son complex, even though she's a feminist, and Anam, because she's the youngest. So my mom obviously became a mom when she was very, very young. So I think Ansa और मैं तो बस like वैसे ही पल गए ना के बस आ गए हैं अल्लाह की तरफ से तो पल जाएं. But with Anam, because Anam was the youngest, like she was a real mom, like sari detailing, and Saad to beta tha, you know, every Eastern mom. Beta.
You know what?
Beta ki to pooja.
You know what? I mean, this is what she thinks. But the thing is that those kids who have got maximum attention from the mother, they are the ones who talk like Ayesha. They're never satisfied.
Pink, peachy pink, like that family.
No.
Which one? Gold and
never
white.
peachy.
Pink.
Yeah, pink or blue.
Pink. Now, so I think it changes with every stage. I think she married him for his looks, but now that he's older, I think she admires him for the fact that he prays 5 times a day and that he's like shrunk his waistline. So Mama, like you know how people, like how some people judge the other person by their shoes or their nail colors, Mama judges people by like their waistlines. So if you're not thin, you're like not on our guest list.
No, absolutely wrong. I admire only one thing in my husband, that is his caring attitude for me. He's a very caring person. But he has a very unique way of showing his care. Sometimes it even irritates. I mean, he's that sort of a caring person. But otherwise, other things, no.
But you were bugging him for like 30 years to lose weight. Well, I mean, there was a time when she really liked Queen Rania, because again, she's thin and like waistlines matter, and she was very elegant. And I know that there was a time when she was obsessed with Diana. Like, I've never seen my mom obsessed. Yeah. But you know, when Diana came to Lahore and she stayed with like family friends of my mom's, and my mom's like actually called them up and said, "Maine to milna hai." And I was like, because Mama's not into like film actresses and TV actresses, and oh my God, I love you. So Diana ke saath, I think she had a little bit of a crush. And Queen Rania was definitely somebody she was very fond of. I don't think she's ever really liked Hillary, because Hillary's too like bra burning for her. So I don't know who it is right now, because Queen Rania hasn't done anything much recently. But Diana and Rania were there amongst the women she loved.
Yeah, I agree with her. That I would not know, actually. But I'm trying to. But I don't think I would like ever know. Even if I try.
I never know. I'm like too mysterious. So, okay, so there's one woman who I feel like cheated me out of like my right. And that's Nasir Bhutto. Because like when I was a kid, I was meant to be like the first woman Prime Minister of Pakistan. So then she became, so you know, I'm still going to become Prime Minister, but now everybody would be like the second woman Prime Minister. So I feel like Benazir kind of like cheated me out of my right. And I hope that by saying it enough times that I'm going to become the woman Prime Minister, it will actually happen.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching the S Stories right here on Sophiya Anjam's official YouTube channel. Such a pleasure hosting this edition of the S Stories for you, the Women's Day special. And Dr. Shehla Akram was here. We had Ayesha, Nasir, such fantastic, enterprising, lovely women. We were talking about women empowerment, we were talking about feminism, and most importantly, we were talking about the fact that we should know our worth, and we should also be very confident when it comes to fighting for our rights. Now, as always, ending the show with a quote. Here's to strong women. May we be them and may we raise them. Pakistan, Zindabad.